Hey, what's up, traders? Where are we at? The watch list video for Wednesday, October 19th. The SPY gapped up today. Let's look at the intraday real quick here. And then just sold off all day and then kind of went sideways. So it was a weird day because, when we have gaps up, it generally doesn't leave a lot of good setups for us as day traders. And then when you sell off all day. So it was really, really boring again. A couple decent ideas. Wayne and I kind of tag teamed Rumble RUM. It opened right there at 875. We both kind of agreed back through 875, red to green. You've got the high of day at 879, right? It actually did it during lunch and came back down. And after that, I mentioned that high of day opening range breakout would be better. So even if you took the 875, you shouldn't have stopped out. Your stop should have been down below the moving averages here. So that would have held. But time of day was terrible. And then a little bit later, you could have taken the opening range breakout around 879. And even that puts you through, well, not even a dime pullback maybe, right? So not bad. And then it flagged for a while and finally ripped. This is what we were looking for, but it didn't make it easy. I certainly made a few bucks on it, but it didn't trade it as well as I could or should have. But how many trades do we all say that after the trade, right? And then Kevin P gave KPRX second mouse through 9. This was noticed in the chat room on the halt. Then it opened, sold off his idea back through 9, and it ended up going pretty quickly to 1039. So that was kind of a cool call. I am going to keep that because of the volume, even though it closed well off its highs. I'm going to watch that one tomorrow. But anyway, let me go into the watch list for tomorrow. LASE just goes right back on bounce watch. You had the gap up a few days ago. 3 red days in a row, getting down to the moving averages. Goes back on bounce watch. AGFY, I'm not sure I should have this on watch. This was like, I think, $1 something, but then they did a reverse split. And after the reverse split, it just tanked for 2 days and erased the big rally. I don't know if the reverse split was known and that's what was getting it to go. I'm just not sure. But I mean, in 2 days, if you if you look at it this way, with the new prices because of the reverse split, it's fallen from 2080 down to 443. I'm just going to put it on bounce watch. We may get a decent setup, but I certainly don't love that chart. VEV gapped up back here, gapped up again here, put in a narrow range day today. I'm putting this on a sort of bounce watch, right? Where I hope to get a narrow range and then a turn back up. And then we might have 1, 2, maybe 3 catalysts to potentially dominoes to knock over, if you will, right? The recent highs. So CANO just goes back on bounce watch. Another red day, much more narrow than yesterday. And, you always look to the left. You slide straight across to the left. It's got some support in this area. Broke down below it here, but still this area is very interesting. I love this as a potential bounce play tomorrow. Had it on bounce watch today, no trades in it. PEGY, a recent high flyer, getting back down to the moving averages, so that goes on bounce watch. ILAG, I went back and forth on whether or not I should put something like this or that TOP on watch. I actually feel a little bit better about this one than TOP, but I don't feel good about this one. It's not an errant tick, though. It actually went from 407 to 12 before reversing. Then you had the gap down, and now you kind of have a narrow range. So what I'd like to see is, broken record probably, but a narrow range and then an afternoon high of day break. This might also give a different setup too. But one of the bounce play setups that we teach, it does seem to be back at support. It's definitely an in-play stock, but it's also got a crazy chart. KPRX, already mentioned this one. I'm going to watch this one again tomorrow because of the volume. I believe they had like a phase 1 study or something that sounded positive, which generally doesn't get a lot of follow through, but it's got a tiny float and big volume today, so it is worth keeping on watch tomorrow. QNRX, nice volume closing off its highs. We're going to watch that one. Roku, I'm just going to put on watch in sympathy of Netflix. If you weren't around in after hours, Netflix right now is trading at 273, basically 274. So here's the daily on Netflix, and this would be 270. So it's trading like right up here. So it gapped up above this huge cup and long handle, right? That 250 area was relevant, and it absolutely ripped through it in after hours. I think they had good numbers. So I thought rather than join the biggest crowd, we'll keep an eye on Roku, which in after hours right now is trading 55, 65. So it'll probably be a gapper tomorrow, but I'm going to put it on long watch. It's pretty beaten up here too, as was Netflix, right? MGNX, big pop yesterday on a very nice sounding headline. Topped out at 419. Today topped out at 411. I'm looking for a third day play there, right? Big day, quiet inside day, looking for a third day play. ACOR, same thing. Big day, quiet inside day, looking for a third day play. And then lastly, I'm going to put RUM back on watch because certainly oversold. And now we've got a green day closing above its open. This bounce certainly could have more to go. So putting an RUM on watch. We'll add other gappers to this list as well in the pre-market. And that's enough babbling from me. I'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning.